Everyone thought Russia's coveted Su-57 Felon was invincible. But an unexpected turn of events left even Elon Musk stunned. A surgical blow tore the massive armament and sleek, dark aircraft worth billions of dollars to twisted metal. As rumors circulate about SpaceX's secret fighter jet program, might this be the moment when Silicon Valley irreversibly alters aerial warfare? Has Russia's formidable Air Force finally found its equal? Join us as we showcase SpaceX's fighter jet capable of outperforming the SU-57. The battle for airborne supremacy has taken a surprising turn. As Russia's prize Tu-157 exposes fragility in Ukraine, Silicon Valley titan Elon Musk enters the ring with a game-changing notion that might transform aerial warfare. What makes this battle so intriguing is the striking contrast between traditional military force and cutting-edge innovation. SpaceX's X-1 is a significant departure from traditional fighter designs. Unlike the Su-57, which focuses on sheer power and speed, the X-1 embraces future thinking through its autonomous capabilities and revolutionary propulsion technology. Its small space shuttle engine and advanced stealth measures let it reach hypersonic speeds of 4,600 miles per hour, which is more than twice the top speed of the Su-57. The X-1's game-changing microwave technology may disable enemy electronics and even melt aircraft parts. The stats tell a compelling story about how traditional dogfighting strategies have become outdated. While Russia struggles to maintain its tiny fleet of Su-57s, the U.S. F-35 program has produced over 1,000 aircraft. SpaceX's X-1 is designed to bridge the gap between traditional fighters and the future of aerial combat. Its ability to fly at altitudes beyond 105,000 feet, well beyond the reach of conventional fighters, is combined with an eye-driven fighting system. To develop an altogether new class of aircraft, the struggle between old and new signifies more than a technological rivalry, but also a glimpse into the future of combat. As Musk boldly proclaimed, the era of fighter jets is over, and with autonomous drones and AI-powered combat weapons getting more proficient, traditional pilots may soon find themselves sharing the sky with intelligent machines. The success of the X-1 program might signal the start of a new era in military aviation. The restrictions of human pilots no longer limit aircraft design and combat capability. As cutting-edge fighter jets transform modern combat, one question remains on the minds of military experts around the world. Could Russia's most advanced warplane be more susceptible than everyone suspected? The Su-57, Russia's pride and pleasure in military aviation, is ambitious engineering with an unexpected twist. Unlike America's F-35, which has over 1,000 aircraft in service. Only 32 Su-57s have ever flown. Because of its rarity, each plane is extremely valuable, comparable to owning one of just 32 limited-edition sports automobiles in the world. What distinguishes the Su-57 is not simply its scarcity. The aircraft's unique design elements allow it to combine stealth technology with remarkable maneuverability. Its body is meticulously designed to prevent radar detection. While special materials help it stay concealed from enemy sensors, two powerful engines let it accomplish incredible aerial feats that would leave most pilots breathless, and advanced computers assist the pilot in tracking several targets at once. Even the most advanced technology cannot escape the horrors of battle. In June 2024, Ukrainian forces completed an unparalleled feat by successfully attacking a Su-57 at Akbank Air Base. We are about 366 kilometers away from the front lines. This was the first time in history that enemy fire destroyed a fifth-generation stealth fighter, shocking military circles all over the world. The loss exposed both the Su-57's formidable capabilities and its vulnerabilities. Despite its extensive stealth characteristics and defensive systems, the aircraft was vulnerable to well-planned attacks when trapped on the ground. This single strike caused significant damage to Russia's Air Force, as the loss of one Su-57 equated to nearly 3% of the entire fleet. The event also disclosed intriguing information about how Russia employs these valuable aircraft. Instead of risking their lives in direct combat over Ukraine, most Su-57s operate from deep within Russian territory, launching long-range missiles from a safe distance. This cautious approach suggests that Russia proudly showcases the capabilities of the Su-57s. They are well aware of the aircraft's priceless significance. To further complicate matters, Russia is facing significant challenges in producing more Su-57s. Despite the intention to compete with America's greatest fighters, manufacturing issues and economic restraints have severely hampered production. Each aircraft requires specialized components and meticulous construction, making the rapid replacement of destroyed units nearly impossible. Compare this to the F-35's consistent production line, which can replace losses much faster. As the Su-57's vulnerabilities become more evident, a larger question arises. What makes these enigmatic fifth-generation fighters so unique that even the loss of one can undermine a country's military confidence? The world of fighter jets has changed tremendously since the first planes took to the skies. Today, only 4 countries have successfully developed these advanced aircraft, known as fifth-generation fighters. The United States has the F-22 and F-35, Russia has the Su-57, and China has the J-20. What distinguishes these aircraft from older fighters is their combination of unique features. Fifth-generation fighters include stealth technology that allows them to avoid radar, modern computers that provide pilots with a full picture of everything going on around them, and strong engines that allow them to accomplish remarkable aerial acrobatics. The F-22 Raptor, America's first fifth-generation fighter, was built primarily for aerial combat. It's like a boxing champion of the skies, with incredible agility and power. The F-35 Lightning II arrived next, designed to be more adaptable. It can combat other planes, strike ground targets, and in some cases, take off and land vertically, much like a high-tech helicopter. Russia's Su-57 adopted a different strategy. Its designers aimed to develop a fighter capable of doing everything rather than specializing in a single area. They equipped it with powerful engines for speed and mobility, advanced sensors to identify enemies from afar, and unique materials to help it remain hidden from radar. However, manufacturing these planes proved considerably more difficult than predicted, which is why Russia has so few of them. China's J-20 is the newest member of this exclusive group. Like the Su-57, it was designed to compete with American fighters, but with a Chinese twist. It is larger than the others and concentrates on long-distance operations, carrying more fuel and armaments within its body to preserve stealth. What genuinely distinguishes these planes is their capacity to collaborate with other military assets. They can communicate instantly with other aircraft, ground forces, and command centers. It's similar to playing a computer game in which you can see everything happening on the battlefield at once. Yet advanced technology isn't sufficient. Pilots require substantial training to exploit all of these talents efficiently. They train for hundreds of hours in sophisticated simulations before even stepping inside a real plane. Maintenance staff also require specialized training, since keeping these planes in peak condition is similar to caring for a Formula One race vehicle, where every detail counts. The most remarkable part of fifth-generation fighters is how they have transformed modern combat. Previously, pilots had to get close to their targets to view them. These planes can now detect dangers from a long distance and relay that information to the rest of their squad. They might overcome enemy defenses designed to thwart older aircraft, accomplish their objectives, and disappear before anyone notices their presence. However, owning these superior fighters presents complications. They are quite expensive to create and maintain. The unique coatings that allow them to elude radar detection require frequent maintenance. Their complicated computer systems, like your smartphone, require frequent updates. And acquiring replacement components can be difficult, particularly in nations like Russia, that are subject to international sanctions. Looking forward, these aircraft will continue to evolve. Engineers are looking for methods to improve their capabilities, such as integrating artificial intelligence to help pilots make faster judgments. They are developing new weapons that can fit into their stealth bodies and improving their capacity to work with unmanned aircraft. As these superior fighters alter modern warfare, an intriguing question arises. How do these metal behemoths manage to become almost undetectable to radar? And which fighter performs better? The F-35 or the Su-57? The F-35 Lightning II takes stealth extremely seriously. Lockheed Martin's designers viewed the project from the start as if they were building a house that had to be invisible from every viewpoint. They painstakingly matched its edges, designed special skin panels with sawtooth patterns, and coated the entire aircraft in materials that absorb radar waves rather than bounce them back. Even the engine, which produces a lot of heat, could be easily identified. The object is protected by special covers made of radar-absorbing fiber material, which is easy to maintain. The results are impressive on radar screens. The F-35 seems to be no bigger than a metal golf ball, making it incredibly challenging. To detect, the plane's stealth capabilities are not limited to radar. Its designers also worked hard to minimize its heat and visual signatures. They also created unique controls to regulate any radio signals the jet might emit, ensuring it remains as inconspicuous as possible. The Su-57 offers a novel approach to stealth. While it is Russia's first aircraft designed to be stealthy, Sukhoi chose to prioritize frontal stealth, making the plane more difficult to detect from the front. They accomplished this by meticulously angling the wing's leading and trailing edges and employing unique panels that assist in controlling how radar waves bounce off the plane. The Su-57's cockpit canopy is particularly ingenious, with unique metal oxide coatings 70 to 90 nanometers thick, which are thinner than human hair and minimize radar reflectivity by 30%, while protecting the pilot from hazardous radiation. However, the Su-57's stealthy design has limits. The aircraft's back half is not as stealth-optimized as the F-35's, potentially because of budgetary constraints or because Russian military planners intend the aircraft to operate under the protection of their ground-based air defense systems. This architectural choice suggests a different military strategy than the American one. Interestingly, both airplanes have a shared weakness. Rayleigh scattering allows older, low-frequency radars to detect them. Imagine trying to hide behind a chain-link fence. You can still see yourself from some angles and distances. However, the similarities between these two planes' stealth capabilities end here. The F-35S's full stealth technique has proven to be quite effective in real-world operations. Since entering service, it has successfully carried out missions in complicated threat settings, where previous aircraft would struggle to survive. In 2018, the Israeli Air Force initiated the use of the F-35 in combat. It has been commended for its ability to operate undetected in densely guarded skies. The Su-57's stealth capabilities, while outstanding for Russia's first attempt at a stealth fighter, reflect a distinct design philosophy. Unlike the F-35, which attempts to be invisible from all sides, It concentrates on being highly effective in specific combat circumstances, particularly when attacking targets head-on. This technique is consistent with Russian military philosophy. It emphasizes the use of integrated air defense systems that work together with aircraft to manage airspace. Modern air combat is evolving, with stealth technology playing an increasingly important role. The differing techniques adopted by the F-35 and Su-57 show that there are multiple ways to attain stealth capabilities, with each design reflecting its country's military needs, technological capabilities, and battle philosophy. After investigating the stealth capabilities of these upgraded fighters, one critical question remains. How can these aircraft achieve the enormous power required to outmaneuver opponents while remaining stealthy? The F-35 and Su-57 have quite distinct approaches to power and performance. The F-35 is powered by a single, extremely advanced Pratt & Whitney F-135 engine that generates 43,000 pounds of thrust with an afterburner, which is enough to launch a small rocket. What distinguishes this engine is not just its power, but also how it remains stealthy. Special curved vanes and radar-absorbing materials shield the hot engine components from hostile radar. While a unique sawtooth shape at the back helps reduce both radar and heat signatures, the Su-57 takes a different approach. Powered by two NPO Saturn engines that generate over 63 pounds of thrust. This twin-engine configuration increases the Russian fighter's raw power, allowing it to reach speeds of Mach 2, or twice the speed of sound. In comparison, the F-35 has a top speed of Mach 1.6. However, having two engines increases complexity and maintenance requirements. One of the most striking qualities of these engines is their ability to propel the aircraft in seemingly impossible directions. The engines of the Su-57 can tilt in different directions, allowing the plane to accomplish remarkable maneuvers similar to a gymnast's ability to twist and turn in any direction. That's what the Su-57's thrust vectoring engines allow it to do in flight. The F-35B variant goes even further, with a lift fan system that allows it to take off and land vertically, similar to a helicopter. Both planes demonstrate exceptional engineering in minimizing engine heat and noise. The F-35 engine has an integrated power package that handles everything from starting the engine to controlling the aircraft's temperature. This technique serves to keep the plane's heat signature low, making it difficult for attackers to identify the Su-57's new engines, which are currently being built. With lower radar and heat signatures, performance is expected to improve even further. Looking ahead, both fighters will undergo engine upgrades. The F-35 will receive an upgraded engine core, which will give 5% greater thrust and improved fuel efficiency. The Su-57 will receive new AL-51F1 engines, increasing its power while boosting its stealth characteristics. These advancements demonstrate how fighter jet technology continues to grow. Pushing the edges of what is possible in military aircraft, the F-35's concentration on efficiency and stealth will contrast sharply with the Su-57's emphasis on raw power and mobility, reflecting each country's military ideology and technological capabilities. The F-35's more integrated design has been more successful in terms of production quantities and dependability, whereas the Su-57's powerful but complicated system confronts ongoing development hurdles. The conflict between power and stealth continues to drive innovation in fighter jet design. As engines improve, engineers must constantly balance performance with stealth, reliability with complexity, and cost with capability. The victor of this technical competition may well shape the future of air combat. As the F-35's twin engines thunder with remarkable power and mobility, one may wonder, What complex systems are hidden beneath the stealthy exterior, making it one of the world's most sophisticated fighting machines? Modern fighter jets are like flying computers, equipped with cutting-edge technology that allows pilots to assess their surroundings and make swift choices. Let's examine the fighting systems of America's F-35 with Russia's SU-57. Consider the F-35 to have a super-smart brain that connects all of its senses. This brain uses 8.6 million lines of computer code, which is equivalent to running the instructions for 430 video games at the same time. The plane combines strong radar that can detect targets from enormous distances with sophisticated cameras that can view in all directions, including at night. It also features technologies for detecting when other aircraft attempt to track the F-35, as well as modern communication equipment that allows the pilot to communicate information with friendly forces. All of these devices work together to provide the pilot with a complete picture of their surroundings, similar to having a 360-degree perspective in a video game. This information is shown on a customized helmet display, allowing the pilot to see and track targets more easily. Russia's SU-57 likewise features excellent technology, although it operates in a somewhat different manner. It employs an information management system which connects a main radar in the nose to two smaller radars on the plane's sides. Special sensors can identify missiles, while cameras let pilots see at night and in adverse weather. The SU-57 has around half the computer code as the F-35, but it is still extremely competent. One distinguishing characteristic is its capacity to detect threats from any direction using sophisticated sensors embedded into the wings. Both planes may conceal armaments within their bodies to remain covert. The F-35 can hold up to 18,000 pounds of weaponry. Air-to-air missiles are used to combat other aircraft. Bombs are used to attack ground targets. And a rapid-fire cannon fires 3,300 rounds per minute. The Su-50 can carry significantly less weight in weaponry, 16,500 pounds, but it possesses similar missiles and bombs. Its cannon fires at a rate of 1,500 shots per minute, utilizing larger bullets. These planes possess amazing capabilities that seem like they belong in science fiction. They can exchange target information with friendly aircraft without revealing their location, and their computers can recommend the best weaponry to deploy. They can detect dangers from enormous distances and have devices to defend themselves from hostile missiles. The F-55 has an advantage in its capacity to communicate with other aircraft and ground forces, which makes it ideal for coordinating attacks. It can even control unmanned aircraft, such as those with robotic wingmen. The Su-57 also boasts some unique characteristics, such as a sophisticated system that can detect when portions of the jet require maintenance, similar to how your phone notifies you when it needs to be charged. While both aircraft appear outstanding on paper, real-world performance reveals their true potential. The F-35 has proven itself in a variety of tasks around the world, with over 1,000 aircraft constructed and deployed in several countries. The Su-57, with only 32 manufactured units, has limited combat experience, but it is still evolving and improving. Both planes are built to accept modifications to their systems over time, such as purchasing a new system with more functions. The F-35 is set to acquire upgraded radar and processing systems, while the Su-57 is undergoing advanced artificial intelligence tests.